Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm John. We are, in the beginning of November here. We're about a month away from our trip to the Philippines. My first trip to the Philippines, I'm super duper excited. Uh, Merlin, I'm going to take her home for the holidays. She hasn't been home in 5 years. She was an OFW in Hong Kong, and that's where I met her. And so she's been here for 3 years. So she hasn't been home in 5 years. So I think this was just a perfect opportunity. And she didn't want to go home until we had a child. And we were blessed to have a child in July, a little boy named Jeremy. So we're kind of excited to bring him there and show him off to the world. But we I think everything's in place. But this is just the first of a series of videos that we're going to do on the lead up to the trip, and then we'll also do a lot of videos when we're on the trip, because obviously it's going to be a first time experience for me. And I think Merlin's excited to kind of show me everything about the Philippines and why the Philippines is so much fun. But first, it's a Sunday night. Tomorrow Jeremy has an appointment to get his second round of shots. So he's going to be pretty miserable tomorrow. But later on in the afternoon, we have I applied for each of us for the global entry through customs. And that also includes the TSA pre-check. So it was $100 for each. And unfortunately for a newborn, for a baby, you still had to apply for that. So it's just an extra money for somebody else. But just to give you an idea of what we're looking at here, I'm not anticipating any problems with more so me and Jeremy being U.S. citizens. Like with him, I have his passport, and I'm just going to bring along his social security card and his birth certificate and just his paperwork. With me, I just need my passport and my driver's license. So I'll bring that, and then also, of course, the paperwork. With Merlin, because things are a little bit different with her, because she's a Filipina. So we need her Filipina passport. We need her green card, her photo ID. Now, the thing is, her green card expired December of last year. But since there's a backlog, they send you paperwork that says it's good for another 2 years until they, I guess, get caught up. And I don't know if that's going to even be delayed now with COVID or not. But, we have the paperwork that shows that she's good until 2024. So we have that. Now, the only other issue is her Filipino passport is in her maiden name, and her green card's in her married name. So I don't know if they're going to, cause any problems with that. But if they do, I have her marriage license to show how that happened. And just for good measure, I'm going to bring along, some bills that are in both of our names, power bill, a gas bill, and then our property tax receipt that has both our names on the property. So there shouldn't be any issues. From what I understand, if once you apply and you get a conditional approval, you pretty much and this is just a formality. But I just want to make sure that we have everything covered. We're good to go. That we can use the TSA pre-check to go on our trip. I believe our plane leaves at 6 in the morning, so we're flying from Pittsburgh to JFK. So that's a domestic flight, so we only have to be there 2 hours before, but that's still 4 o'clock in the morning. But, whatever. And then, so hopefully we'll get to use the TSA pre-check after we check our luggage. And then, you know, we're flying Asiana Airlines from JFK to Incheon, Korea. And then Incheon to Manila, and then Manila to Butuan, and yada, yada, yada. But it's, you know, I'm not super duper excited to do this with an infant. Yeah. I'm going to be that guy that gets on a plane and be like, yep, I'm that guy with a baby. Yeah, so I'm sure we're going to get a lot of looks and leers and jeers and sneers and everything like that. But you know what? I don't care. You know, Jeremy's a good kid, and you know, I'm more so concerned with how he's going to handle the takeoff and the landing. So if you guys have any ideas or suggestions, I mean, we've asked the doctor, and the doctor's like, oh, you really can't do anything. You know, that the best thing you can do is make sure that they're feeding at that time, so they get that sucking motion, you know, to help with their ears. But we'll see. We'll see if we can find out anything else. You know, but we have an Airbnb booked where we're staying in Mindanao, and then we just booked tonight an Airbnb for a couple nights in Siargao. Merlin wants to go to Siargao. She's never been there before, so we'll just go there for a couple days. We'll take the ferry over and just enjoy the day. Hopefully, maybe we'll leave Jeremy with family, and it'll just be her and I. So pretty super duper excited. I don't know what to expect. I've seen a lot of blogs, vlogs. You know, I've read a lot of articles. So I kind of have an idea of what to expect, but you know what? You never really know until you're there, and I'm prepared for that. I like to think that I'm a guy that can think on the go and hopefully make the right choices. You know, sometimes not always, but so I hope that you guys will follow our journey. I hope you like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.